Say, man, I'm back. Hey, 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 hey. Man, it feel good when you get to vibe out a little bit on a cool little beat, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in the whip. When I'm in the car, I find me a cool little beat, man. Be dog, you know what I'm saying? The dog outside, man. Yeah, I be on my little, you know. Yeah, man. It's a cool little vibe, man. Say, but check this out, man. Hey, I want to welcome you to the 98 Cents Left podcast. You understand? This is where I give you my 2 cents. Let you spend them how you want them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a little prize in there. You know what I'm saying? You get your little something. Say, man, well, let's get to it, bro. I'm over here, you know what I'm saying, DJing and you know what I mean? That's a bit, man. That's a jam, bro. I don't know how many times I try to contact my guy, man, so I can buy that thing. Anyhow, hey, man. For me, you know what I'm saying? But what up though, man? What been up, man? It feel good to be back in here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I mean, I be in here, but I usually be editing on my little computer. But yeah, it feel good to be back in my chair, man. Looking at the cam, you know what I'm saying? On the mic, talking to the fam. You feel me? Say, man, I was in here, man. You don't even know the struggle I've been going through, bro. It been one thing after the next trying to get back in this chair, man. You know what I'm saying? I did a little live last night, and I was talking about do you really want to do a podcast? You know what I'm saying? So that's what was happening. We just talking about this week, man. So I got my little app, you know what I'm saying, to where I could monitor my cameras without running all the wires and, well, you know, plugs, wires, batteries, or power plugs to set up my little monitors like I had done in previous times. You feel me? And then, so I got one of my cameras. It was like 3 firmwares behind, 3 or 4, well, 4 firmwares behind. The other one was a firmware behind, so they wouldn't connect to the app. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go take them. I tried to do it on my computer, but the security so crazy when you get to messing with the Apple devices, bro. The security is crazy. I mean, for a good reason, but man, it kind of hinders you on doing some things. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go to the camera store. Boom, go to the camera store. He do my updates. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because he did both cameras. Then he did me like a little quick clean on my did me a little quick clean on them. And then 2 hours in the camera store, bro. Me, I got to get something. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up buying a lens, this lens right here on my B camera, you know what I'm saying? I ended up buying that lens. Today's my first time ever using you, big boy. But yeah, man, we're gonna see how it work out. I don't know. I really like the lens. itself, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's for the smaller spray. I don't know. I'm gonna try another lens on the next epi. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. After that, and then I had my tube light. Uh, I got everything set up. While I woke up this morning, I was still trying to figure out how to make this app work. You know, I was considering going to church. You know what I mean? Praise the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And I said, man, I ain't gonna go to church. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna figure this camera thing out. I was in here, bruh. Last night I was in here for like probably about 3 hours, bro, trying to get this thing to work. I was watching videos. I was doing everything. And then I got in here this morning, bro. I wasn't in here 10 minutes. I was scrolling through the menu and I said, man, it can't be. And none of the videos said, you know, this one key thing. Bro, and I looked at it. I was looking at what the menu was paired with, Sony cameras, bro. And then I clicked on one button, bro, and boop, they popped up. That one popped up. Boop, popped up on the screen. I was like, what? Turned the other camera on, went to, both of them Sony cameras. They different cameras, but they Sony. So I went to the menu on the other one that's around by the same spot. Clicked that button, boop, popped on. I said, yeah, that's my sign, man. yeah, man. Big guy said, go ahead and get your ass to church, son. You know what I'm saying? So I fell up in the house, man. I ain't do no. One thing I didn't get to do my awesomeEats video today. You know what I'm saying? But I'm prepared to do one tomorrow. So we'll rock out with that. But then, let's see how editing go. Cause I want to get this out pretty quick. So yeah, man. I was talking about my live yesterday. And yesterday on my live, I also gave kind of like my little mission statement I'm gonna use going forward, you know what I'm saying, for the foreseeable future. Things do change. But as of now, I want to dedicate this channel to helping young men figure it out faster. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a lack of positive male presence, you know what I mean, in some of these young men's lives, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying I'm perfect at all. I ain't, no. But I have been able to be successful in some aspects, you know what I'm saying? I have seen and learned quite a bit of things in my travels, you know what I'm saying? When I say travels, I ain't saying like, out of town and all that, but including that, but just my experience in this life, you know what I'm saying? It has been I've seen some things, you know what I'm saying? I've done some things, this, that, and the other, you know. So I just wanna share some of the stuff I learned, you know what I mean? And I say young men, but some of this stuff anybody can get something from. Just like I can get something from you. You know what I mean? You can tell some stuff and I could listen to that and I say, man, you know what? Even sometimes, when you listening to people and people saying stuff, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even what they saying. Sometimes it inspire a different thought. You know what I mean? And make you think about something different and how it correlate or how something else might work. You know what I mean? So that ain't you can't count that out either. You feel me? But man, I of course it's me, so I'm gonna tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? Listen to it to see you might get something out of it, or something I might have missed. You know what I'm saying? let's because the youngest generation of every time is always kind of the most important. You know what I mean? Because they after the most, they doing the most work, uh putting in the most hours, you know. They the most mobile, they the most, in a number of categories, they are the most, and then it's the most populated area group, you know what I'm saying? Because, once you get older, people go away, you know what I'm saying? Or they might get to a place or a point to where, they sit and they don't have to be involved in society as much. The young people kind of control the society. So doing our best to make them the most productive as a group, you know what I'm saying, benefits everybody. Because, they get to pass the game on, pass it down. You know what I'm saying? And then, like my generation, maybe the generation slightly below me and slightly above me, we got we might have got some good game. Everybody didn't get good game. And when I say game, I'm talking about, more of a philosophy, not really like a this works all the time type deal. Cause world don't really work like that, you know. But like me, I got some real good game from my pops, man. R.I.P. to G, you know what I'm saying? That was my guy for real. Uh, but I had to take that what he gave me and improve on it. You know what I'm saying? And the most improving I had to do to that was speeding it up. You know what I mean? Because especially in this era, man, I was talking about this on the live yesterday. Like time. I mean, it's still 24 hours, man, but it's moving. You can get down in your word and figure out, what that means. But the time is really moving, bro. So, that's something to think about, look at, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta kind of be vigilant and responsible with our time, you know what I'm saying, to make it count. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm here for, man. I just want, I want to get a youngster something to something to at least think about. Even if you feel like I'm wrong on some stuff, that's cool. I mean, cause I don't. Even my pops, bro, I didn't 100% agree with him on everything. But when I didn't agree with him, we was able to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? The meeting of the minds. Like, okay, so what you think then? You know, and I could tell him, and sometimes he'll shoot holes in my shit, and sometimes it was like, you know what? I never thought about it like that. You might be on to something. Then we'll revisit it another time. We chop it up, and he be like, you know what? I looked at this, and this. Now, I think you was right about this, but still on this part, you know what I'm saying? And I missed that, bro. I ain't really got a whole lot of homies I could do that with. But I want to do that with y'all, you know what I'm saying? We can chop it up, just whoever. Man, woman, old person, young person, my age, old person again. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that old, man. But, I might hear an onk every now and then, you feel me? So, but yeah, man. Uh that's kind of what I wanted. I just wanted to do the intro today, but you know what I'm saying, man. How life works, you know what I'm saying? Is it Cause it don't work how you think it's gonna work all the time. That's how life work. You know what I mean? So earlier today after church, I went to this little restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little grub spot. You can sit in there and eat. I usually get my shit to go just cause I don't really like to sit down at a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? I rather eat in my vehicle. You know what I mean? And look at with a cool little serene setting a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily like to eat in restaurants a whole lot. Is that weird? Maybe. Maybe it's me. But, especially kind of around that area, I know where they got a cool little, I want to say like a little pond, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a nice little, you know what I'm saying? They got the ducks out there, shit like that. So I went over there and ate. But while I was in line, I overheard. I'm not really ear hustler. I'm not an ear hustler. I just, I just be paying attention to the words floating around me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a good idea of what the vibe is. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be listening. I try to do stuff that make it look like uh I'm not paying like fidgeting with the phone or whatever, but I really just be listening. You know what I'm saying? And one of them deals, bro. And he looked like, looked like an athlete for one. He was maybe a ball player, basketball guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he was probably about my height. That Joker was, yeah, he was about six something, 6'5", 11", something like that. He looked like he was about 14, 15, maybe 16. But once you get to my age, 20-year-olds look young, you know what I'm saying? But just listening to how the conversation was going, I think it was a younger guy, and they talked about they talked about a bunch of things, and then end of the day, that didn't look like it was his mama. Looked like it might have been uh maybe a grandmama, maybe, you know. But it could have been his kid. Our our time is a little off right now. Um, in the way that what I'm saying we accomplish things. But anyway, um, our social clock is what we'll call it. Our social clock is it's been set back a little bit, but she was telling me he got time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't know these people, so I didn't feel comfortable speaking to them. Um, then I didn't know how it would be received, but I really wish you know what I'm saying, I could tell that young man, she lying, bro. She not lying on purpose, you know what I'm saying? But she lying. Cause you ain't really got no time, not in this day and age, bro. Time is moving way too fast, man. For you to be at that age, yeah, you got time to blend in with the flock. Cause a lot of people are behind, right? Including me. I was behind too. I fucked off a couple years, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely fucked off a couple years. But you ain't really got time, bro. This is the time to get ahead. How do you get ahead? You start faster. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the easiest way to get ahead. The easiest way to get behind is standing still. So the easiest way to get ahead is starting faster. You get what I'm saying? I mean, just think about this. I've been kind of digging into these AI programs, and just to learn a program, learn one of the apps or whatever it is, learn how it works, learn the ins and outs, and then 3 months after the app is built, not when you learned it. 4 months after the app, it'll get consumed by another app to where this next app do everything this one do. All the bugs is gone, all the workarounds is gone. Now you gotta learn another app. It just is this time we in, bro. It's moving. It's rocking and rolling. It's people out here producing, bro. This ain't really no time to chill. You ain't got no time to chill, bro. It's over with. So like I'm saying, when I was younger, them couple years I fucked around, just kind of chilling, having fun almost, It was like in this day and age, it was time for time, you know what I'm saying? So let's say it was 2 years. I just fucked off 2 years. And it felt like, I was 2 years, 3 years behind. You know what I mean? And that'll compound over time, but the way time moving right now, them 2 years, that could cost you like 8 years or a decade, bro. This ain't the time to be playing around, bro. This is not the time. This is not the time. Y'all know that 8 ball. Y'all probably y'all know about that 8 ball, man. So yeah, man. You wanna start digging into the tapping in, trying to figure out where it's going. So like if I was young right now, if I had a son right now that was 16, somewhere between, that age, I'm talking about that 15, somewhere between 15 and 25, 27, what we would be doing is looking back 3 years, trying to see the trends from 3 years ago, 4 years ago to present. Or you can go 5 years to present, but you need to make your markers for years, right? And see where is it trending. You see what I'm saying? Because right now it's a scary time to even go to school and get a degree. Because if you're going off of old hack, people say, yeah, just go to school for whoop 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 de whoop. You go to school, and by the time you get out of school, it's obsolete. They don't need that no more. It's done. It's an old program. Now you still got a degree, but it's a piece of paper. I can write you a degree if you just want something. You can print you out one. You know, if it don't help nothing, then it's just it's just a piece of paper. Feel what I'm saying? So you wanna look at trends, bro. Like now, laborious jobs that require skill are about to be in demand because everybody trying to transition to computer, office, easy, air conditioning, control, climate type jobs. What about the plumbers? You know what I'm saying? The electricians, you know, the linemen, you know what I mean? The construction guys. That's the now we lacking in that. So when I was growing up, even before me, like, what I'm saying, the the push was computers, computer programming and all this kind of stuff. And, inside it was just a push. It was a big push. People like when we was graduating, a lot of people was going for computer programming, computers this, computer that. And now that would people just still passed on the same game, the same strategy, which is cool, some of it. But at this time, now we see Okay, you got AI. Now you can train AI to do a lot of this stuff that you was doing. You see what I'm saying? So what is that gonna do to them? If that's all you've ever done, that's gonna put you in a tizzy, bro. That's gonna be a rock in a really hard place. You understand me? Uh, so like the manual jobs, they got equipment that could do certain jobs, yeah. But you can use that stuff to help you. You know what I mean? Like just think about farmers, like seeing how many hands were not really needed as much. When they came out with different farming equipment and attachments and all kind, you know what I'm saying? You can use this stuff to assist you, or this stuff can replace you. It's all about positioning. Get what I'm saying? Man, it's times is different, bro. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold you all night. Well, it might be daytime where you at. You know what I'm saying? It's just me in here at the nighttime. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's all this was really, like a little intro, man, and just let you know how I'm going moving forward. And I'm gonna be on YouTube, bro. And I got some other platforms I'm on, what I'm saying, explore. But I really think the video needs to go with, what I'm saying, whatever I'm doing. I'm gonna try to go podcast mode and see how that work. But man, it is what it is, bro. So yeah, if you got any questions or you got some things you wanna hear about, you know what I'm saying? If I got something to offer on that, I damn sure do it. You know what I'm saying? We need to build like a little crew, you know what I'm saying? Well, I can give you what little information I got, or what a lot of information I got on a certain thing, and then you can absorb it, use it. It's just like Bluebell say, take out, we eat all we can, we sell the rest. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it go. That's the whole world. That's the format. That's the place. That's the play. You feel me? So yeah, man, we're gonna rock out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rock out, bro. We're gonna rock out. Hey man, I just feel good just being back in this chair again. And the day might have been a little bumpy, cause I really didn't. You know what I'm saying? I was just off the dome. Hey. Yeah, I just kind of, it was like a freestyle. I mean, I did want to say what I said at the beginning, but you know me, man. I talk to a while if it stay still long enough. You know what I'm saying? But say, man, I appreciate you stopping by, bro. Uh, don't forget to check out that Instagram. Sometimes I put stuff on IG. You know what I'm saying? It's Philip Banks dot 7 or 3. I don't know, man. That IG be wild. But on Facebook, I'm off the page. You know what I'm saying? Boy, sweetness. You know what I'm saying? In the building. You feel me? Yeah, man. I'm trying to get in the end zone, boy. But yeah, man, y'all take it easy out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Put your mind to work. Do your little thinking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got, man. I'm up out of here, bro. Be safe in your travels. Like my nigga himself for the peace say. I hope you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. You know what I'm saying? That boy was cool, man. I mean, I'm not no pimp. I'm not into pimping, but he had some game though, man. There's a lot of cats got some game out here, man. Just on life, you know what I'm saying? So keep your ears open. Monitor how much you use in your mouth, you feel what I'm saying? And learn something, bro. You feel me? And we gone.